Good morning, or for me it is. Who knows when this video is being played? It could be good evening. But welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors, where we, of course, are in the outdoors. It's a beautiful morning right now. It's supposed to be really nice today, just a little bit of a wind, but not much. We are on day 5 of the Walleye War competition. This is actually my 4th day fishing though. You saw the first day, and then I fished 2 other days, which I filmed, but I'm not making a video for, so I'll play some of the clips now. I caught some good fish, nothing bigger than 26 and a half. I think I maybe got one 27 incher, but nothing big enough to crack the top 5. Right now in first is a Cody Creasy with like a 29.9 incher or 75.8 centimeters or 9 centimeters, something like that. So that's the target right now. 30 incher is a target to crack first place to get up there. But anything over 29 would put me up there a little bit too. So we just got to go hard in the paint. I've struggled the last few days with making a video for the fact that I've had just put too much pressure on myself. Today, I'm literally just going to go fishing though. I'm not going to worry about measuring every fish anymore. For that side competition, it's just too hard for me to video in terms of like it just takes the whole flow away. So we're gonna go through routine today and start with the start of the day anyway, probably fishing with a jig and a minnow, jig and a leech, and focus on some 2D and down imaging, I think, for this video, something like that. So let's do it. Norm's launching me right now. This is so nice having him to do this for me since I'm a single boater. It's pretty amazing. Dumps me off, parks my truck, I go. There's my lineup for the day. Yes, I know I said I was going jigs and live bait, but I have a hyper rattle on just in case. I have to have a hyper rattle tied on no matter what, because I feel like if I'm marking some bigger, higher marks or stuff like that, it's just gonna be such a deadly tool. So even though, like always, I have a plan of attack, it could change rather quickly. So we'll get in the water and go fishing. We'll see you at my spot. Starting with a jig and a minnow. We'll probably switch around a fair bit. Jig and minnow, jig and leech. Right now I'm using a 3/8 ounce jig. Probably switch to a quarter here at some point, a little bit too. I think the target today is really gonna be bait all day, I really do. I haven't had a full bait day of fishing for a long time. As much as that hyper rattle is just calling my name right now, we're gonna hold off a little bit. Oh. So you can see the mark on the down imaging right there, but you can't see it on the 2D. Another one right there. That's good. I like that. Oh, got bit. Got him. Nice. They were suspended a bit. Ooh, feels good too. Feels good. A couple nice marks here. I'm gonna go up a bit here further and then spot lock. My drag's a little bit loose, but that's a good start. It's a good start. Good start. Oh, there goes a jig. Come on. Nice. Good start. Nice solid fish to start with. 22-ish, something like that. Dark, beautiful fish. See ya. I love down imaging. Down imaging is so good. I think with it being this light, I'm actually gonna go to a 1/4 ounce jig here right now. With there not being much wind and them being a little bit more suspended. The old jig and a minnow. Oh, this got rattled. Fish 2. A little bit smaller maybe. A little bit smaller. Have a feeling today's gonna be a good day. It's got that feeling. Don't need to get pressured up about catching a great big one. You just need to fish. Just need to fish. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Fish 2. Oh. Nice. Love that pickup. Jigging the minnow is gonna be fire today. I can tell it's gonna be fire. average size here is just so unreal. 3. Starting to get a little bit of a breeze, which I like. I said my plan was just to do bait, but if I get a little bit of a breeze, you're gonna watch me pull out the hyper rattle. I really should be using both, to be honest with you. Probably would be the smart thing to do, would be not being so stuck in one way. So I'm probably gonna switch it up a little bit here yet at some point. I just have to. I can't just, it'd be wrong of me just to do one method right now when I know that both works. And sometimes, especially going into an area, I could catch a couple on the jig and the minnow, and I could catch a couple on the hyper rattle, something like that. I really need to be versatile instead of just stubborn and trying to make a video just about one situation. So I have to remember, I'm fishing, I'm on an adventure. I'm not necessarily a teacher. I don't have to always just focus on just teaching. So come on, Clayton, use both. You can do this, use both. Uh-oh, I think I just got picked up. Just putting my minnow lid back on. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I got picked up. Walter. What a little bit of a dry spell here for a bit, but got back on him with Walleye 4 at average sizes. So awesome. So awesome. Oh, that fish followed me all the way down. Very nice. Switch to a leech for a little bit just to try it out, and oh, this fish feels good. Come on, come on. Feels really nice. Very scrappy fish, very scrappy fish. A couple other marks down there too. Scrappy but not big. Scrappy but not big. They fight so hard here, it's unreal. Okay, see ya, buddy. He's eating it. Got him. Nice. Lots of marks right here. It's hard to tell for sure size because all the marks look big in 15 feet of water, but it's not tiny. Saw him. He's not a giant. Easy, buddy. Easy. Easy. Come here. Yeah, just another quality fish. Quality. Maybe I should net you. Might be easier to deal with than the net. Okay, I won't even show you off. See ya, it's like fish 6. Oh, just got picked up. Beautiful. Beautiful. They're smashing fish. Smashing. Just need the right walleye to come around. Just need the right walleye. Look at that. Hardly hooked. Average size still has been really good, like 22-ish type of thing. Nothing big yet. Well, they appear to like the jig and the leech here. Oh, again, just already just got down there. This is unreal. Like loaded with fish. That's 8. Like that the breeze picking up. We're gonna end up doing hyper rattle today yet with this wind, I have a feeling. on them. On them hard. I'll show the different style of jigs I'm using. I got a little bit different jig on right now for the live leech here. Just something just a little bit shorter shank. Oh, spit it, perfect. Perfect. Oh, it's kept my leech. Bonus. This is a Lindy live bait jig. The gold's kind of worn off already, but these jigs work really good for live minnows, live leeches. Obviously you wouldn't want to use a dead leech, but they got a really nice balance to them. They just hover there pretty perfect. And of course I still like my Google Eye jigs, the longer shank for the frozen minnows. I don't like a short shank on a frozen minnow. I like the longer shank on the frozen minnows. Here we go. Got him. Nice. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Amazing. Amazing. There's another one down there too right now. Well, I said I was going to switch to a hyper rattle. Eventually, if the wind picked up, I had to. I just had to. Still going to fish a jig and a minnow here and a jig and a leech too, but I'm just going to be very versatile. Have to. Remember, I still am in a competition as well. Oh, my top camera wasn't recording. I'm trying to obviously do whatever in terms of catching a big fish, so I got to keep that in mind. Wow, this walleye is powerful. Powerful. Remember, don't be like me. Don't try to go out and just fish one style the whole time. Be adaptive. Oh yes, there we go. Watch that mark come down. This took a while for it to eat, but eventually we got it to eat. The old jig and a leech. The old jig and a leech. It's a little bit better fish. Biggest one of the day for sure. Biggest one of the day. Nice. Nice. Still not what we're after, but nice fish. Jig's out. Probably a nice 20. Easy girl wants to flop on me. Nice 25 inch or something like that. Probably biggest of the day so far. I don't know what it is about rocks. I just love fishing rocks for walleye. Obviously you're gonna catch them on mud, sand, gravel, transition type things, type deals. But I just love boulders. Like I love boulders for walleye. I don't know why. It just feel like at any second it can come right up and just nail your bait. Like, oh, it's so good. I think fishing amongst the rocks really taught me how to use my down imaging as well. That's like been one of the biggest things I've learned how to use well, is my down imaging in amongst the rocks, being able to decipher the difference between the two. I better get this fish off because there's more down there. I think this is like fish 13 already today. And you can mark your fish on your 2D quite often, but there's sometimes in amongst the rocks you're going to be able to have just a little bit better separation between the bottom with your down imaging. Or like I've shown in some videos in the past, it's another way to decipher too, whether it's like one mark on your 2D or whether it's like multiple fish kind of mixed in together. Jig and a leech, hot. The jig and a leech. Love the jig and a leech, I really do. See there, I'm marking it on the down imaging and not the 2D. And I have my down imaging on one side and my 2D on the other, just to give myself even a little bit more cone angle than you would if you had them both on one. Because now with having the transducer for the down imaging on that side, I can project that a little bit further that way than if I had it here, right? So I'm also taking advantage of, sometimes I might not mark him on the 2D, but mark him on the down imaging because he's further over on this side, or vice versa. I might mark him on the 2D and not the down imaging because he's on this side. So it's definitely a way to sometimes decipher which side the fish is more on. Like right now, this fish looked like it was on the down imaging first and then slid over to the 2D a little bit after. That was awesome. Oh, I love this. There's something about fishing vertical. Like, ooh, that's a good fish, I think. Feels nice. Look at all the bait fish. You won't be able to see that, but there's a bunch of bait fish just below the surface. Wow, this fish is powerful. Still looking for that 30-30. This is a good fish. This fish has a lot of strength. I bet you this is my biggest of the day for sure. Whew, this fish has me nervous now. They fight so hard here. I know I've said that lots before. They fight so hard. Come up from underneath the boat, buddy. Got my net right beside me, ready to go quick. Take it out of gear. That's a good fish. That's a good one. Still just probably a 27, 28 incher, maybe 28. I'm gonna put the spot lock down here, or the trolling motor down spot lock, and deal with this fish real quick. Jeez, it's not even that. It's probably only 26 to be honest. Jig right there, corner of the mouth. Beautiful fish, but yeah, I bet you it's only 26 even. These fish just fight so hard here. Hardly hooked. Yeah, just shy of 26, just shy. Wow. These fish fool me so much here. It's crazy. They just fight so hard. I get asked lots what my settings are for everything. So oh, it's got picked up. Okay, we'll do the settings here in a second. Got to catch fish first, right? But I get asked lots what my settings are for my down imaging and my 2D. We'll go through it here real quick. This is awesome. We are on nice fish right now. Beautiful. Just another quality fish. It's so insane. 24, 25 inches. Yeah, it's just as big as the last fish. Slamming, probably 24-ish. Okay, let's try that. Let's try the settings again here. So on my 2D, I'm running 10 sensitivity. It's right in the middle. Sensitivity you're going to want to play with a little bit if you have really murky water, or like lots of bait going on through there, or lots of LJ, stuff like that. You're gonna have to turn your sensitivity down a little bit. It's right in the middle. 2D contrast right in the middle. Chart speed is 7, and then some of the other settings there. See here, I'm running surface clutter at 5. Your surface clutter again, when it gets really murky in your water, you're gonna have to turn your surface clutter up a little bit. I'm running clear mode. I don't run max mode. And then the other biggest thing is, let's see here, your noise filter you can really play with when it comes to down imaging and side imaging. You might have to change your noise filter a little bit if you have some interference, maybe your trolling motor or another unit. So you can go through there and that'll like eliminate a lot of your interference that you're gonna end up having. Honestly, it's super basic. For my down imaging side, again, right in the middle, sensitivity right in the middle. Upper range, and I have all that on auto right now. Chart speed is 7. I set my chart speed to whatever I'm using running my chart speed on. For 2D, I'm going to run it on my down imaging as well. I try to match it. When I'm sharpshooting around, looking around, for the most part, I'm around that 7, 8, probably for my chart speed pretty much the whole time. I'm running color number 2 on the down imaging. That's been my preference to kind of really pick apart the fish in amongst the rocks, but everything's different. Play with your settings. You can't mess anything up because you can always go to it and restore your defaults. But I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much run all default settings for everything. Just get the right angle at the back of your boat for your transducer. Look online of how to match it up, and your angle of your transducers is gonna be huge. And like I talked about earlier, down imaging on one side, on my port side, and then my 2D on my starboard side. Keep your 2D on your starboard side, the way the propeller turns. It's gonna be way better for it, and then vice versa. Your down imaging on that side, keep in mind that when you're going along the shoreline, if you put your left side of the boat towards the shore, it's always gonna be a little bit better. You can trim your motor up and get a full clean picture as well. But I, for the most part, run on my left side when I have my transducer on that side. It's a lot of talking without a lot of fish catching. I need to catch more fish. Nice. Feels good. They all feel good.
say that too much, but it's true. They feel good. It's true. Another nice Walter. Couple nice marks right here. Nice. We're on. We're on. Feels good too. Feels good. Big head shakes. Big head shakes. Honestly, don't know how big, but it feels pretty good. What do we got? What do we got? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice walleye. Nice walleye. Well, a little bit of a lull, but picked one up there. Noticed it on the depth finder. Dropped down. Bang. Probably solid 25 incher. Remember, don't forget to get your Jig in a Minute merch from Clayton Schick Outdoors. There will be a link in the description below. And that's my advertisement for this video. This video is sponsored by Clayton Schick Outdoors. If these 25 inchers fight like this here, what does a 30 incher feel like here? I guess it could just be complete dead weight too. Maybe the scrappiest fish are those mid 24 to 27 inch fish. Jeez, I thought that was the bottom. I really did. I thought that was the bottom. I was just starting to lift slow to see if it was snagged or a fish, and I was like, geez, that's coming with me a little bit. Wasn't even marking that fish. I just kind of was fishing the area where I just caught that last fish. Never marked this one at all. Another beautiful fish. Let's see if I can pop it off right here at the boat. Nice. Oh, easy, easy. Oh, that didn't feel good. Okay, easy out. See ya. Okay, freak. Well, we're having a good day. Just looking for something bigger, but we've probably caught close to 20 walleye already. Around there, give or take a couple. All average 22, 23 inches type of thing. I'm gonna get the hyper rattle out. There's some fish down here. I just can't get them to eat right now. Oh yeah, right to the bottom he went with it. A little bit faster fall, more aggressive bait. Sometimes I could get him going. Got him. It's always nice to have something handy to switch up, right? Wouldn't eat the jig in the minute, drop down, hyper rattle, and boom. Boom. Nothing too crazy, but just another nice average fish for this lake. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Just a healthy average, but oh, easy. Almost lost him. Nice, healthy average. Crazy. Pays to have a couple different lures ready, different options like at your fingertips, because you wouldn't eat the jig in the minnow at all. Drop down the hyper rattle and bang. Something come up and eat my leech. Yep. All these lines just look really like a fish came up as my leech was dropping. Like, I couldn't confirm it for sure, but I did mark a fish there. That's kind of why I stopped and turned around and dropped down. And yeah, I'm sure that fish ate it as my jig was falling. Just another nice walleye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's another 23-inch cookie cutter walleye. If I can mark them, I can catch them. I just got to mark the right one. Went back to that jig I showed earlier, the one that's got no paint left on it. This Lindy live bait jig. If you do want to get these jigs, you can get them from lurenet.com, and actually there's a code Clayton 15. Unfortunately, it's only for people in the States, but you can find these jigs at Cabela's and pretty much anybody that sells fishing tackle. Got him. That was a little bit different. A little bit different. He had picked it up and he was swimming with it, and I didn't actually feel him at first just because I was moving the boat too much there. Oh, hello, cookie cutter fish. I'm looking forward to Mega Live. I'm gonna be able to make some rad videos, I think, with Mega Live when I get it. I'm not sure when I'm getting it yet, but I can do cool stuff with the down imaging in 2D. Like, oh, it's gonna be fun with Mega Live. Not gonna lie. It's got it. Oh, actually that was a rock. Oh, that's a fish though. Beautiful. This one feels nice. Oh, this one's got weight. Like this one's pulling slow drag. I like that. I almost like when they pull it slow, not super fast. Big fish aren't super fast movers, but they do power. They just bulldog down and just pull slow. This one's acting like a good fish. Big head shakes too. This one feels pretty good. This is definitely my biggest of the day, I bet. Oh, why is it here all of a sudden? Yeah, hard to say. Probably my biggest of the day. Probably. Oh, nice, nice. That's a good fish. That's a good one. It's good, but not good enough. About a 25.5, 26 incher. This jig is on fire right now with the leech. Right now, I'm hardly even marking fish. Just really tight to the bottom, dragging that jig along, and they're sucking in the leech. It's good. It's good. Just a little guy. It's a really nice rod for this small jig too. This is that Savage Gear Battletech 6'3" medium light fast action. Yeah, nailed it. It's a good rod. I know they're working on things to be able to get them more readily available. They sold out of rods pretty quick. I know somebody in this area that was carrying them actually was Ruby's Bait and Tackle in Flin Flon. I don't know if they have any left, but they did have these rods in. And I'm not saying this because I'm working with Savage. These are some of the nicest rods I've used. I'm a huge fan. I really am. Yeah, loaded here. Wind blowing on a small little hump. Just gonna have them stacked up here. How come I didn't get eaten yet? What's going on? Hyper rattle maybe? Oh, there we go. There we go. Deadly, 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 deadly. Just gonna back out of here slow. Man, these fish are awesome. So strong. So strong. Just trying to back up off of those fish. And try not to spook them too much because there was definitely more than this fish there. Strong. Strong. I was just trying to decide if I was going to net him or not. Actually, I might net this one. Come here. Nice. Nice. Oh, I gotta get off those fish. I don't like spooking the fish. Pluck one, back out of there. Pluck one, back out. Over and over. Don't spook them. Remember, old cow, young cow. Biggest of the day for sure. Probably 26.5, but we still need bigger. Probably eating minnows. Jig and minnow might be a good call too. They're not tight to the bottom. If they were tight to the bottom, just, I would focus strictly on a jig and a leech. Okay, fish, back out. Wonder if there's gonna be a 30-incher in this pile. Just need one. 2 fish in a row. I kept my leech. Beautiful. 24-ish. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's get my trolling motor ready. We're gonna spot walk here. This one feels pretty good. So look at the graph right now, just loaded. That's what walleye fishermen dream of right there. Well, that leech went 3 fish. We're gonna go to a jig and a minnow a little bit, as well as a hyper rattle, just to see if we can get them to eat something else besides the jig and leech right now. I gotta get back to my tip of my point. Right now the wind's blowing in here, and this is where all those fish are, right in this area, and right where that wind's blowing. When you're fishing like a mid-lake hump type of thing, the fish will change every day where they are on it. Some days they're gonna be on one side, some days another, some days on top of it, some days they'll suspend off of it. A lot of it's gonna be wind. Whichever way the wind's blowing, they're gonna be stacked up on that side for the most part. Now, it's not always the case though. There we go. Hyper rattle strikes. The hyper rattle strikes. Awesome. With this fish, I'm going to actually wrap up this video. We didn't register a big enough fish today to take the lead in the Walleye Wars at all, but I am going to keep fishing. I just have perfect. Thank you. That was perfect. Thank you so much. We just have so much footage already, and at this point, there's no point making a 4-hour video, right? It's going to be long enough. So, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you even learned anything. It's just me going fishing. I really have to not stress so much about trying to always make this perfect video and have a storyline. I just need to make videos about me going fishing. So don't forget, as always, get outside.